At the Downs Malvern, we strive to create a style of education that every parent wishes they had for themselves. It's a school where children learn to learn, they aim high academically, and they're not afraid of a challenge, whether it be in their academic lessons, on the sports pitches, or the creative and performing arts. They really get to grips with a high level of endeavour and success in an area of outstanding natural beauty. It's where the school is typified by enthusiasm and kindness, and the children develop strong foundations for their education as a whole and their life as a whole. A memorable moment from my school days, not all of which I think are appropriate to share, but I remember when I was at boarding school, a couple of friends of mine decided they wanted a pet, and they managed to get hold of a rabbit, which they kept in a room. They had to put it outside during the day to graze, and it was called Slippy because it couldn't grip the parquet flooring in the room or the corridors. But that was pretty memorable, but definitely something I can't condone. In terms of adding to the curriculum, I think it would either have to be some form of financial literacy, which is clearly a really important life skill and something that's not presently taught. Otherwise, it would be kind of a global collaboration. I think, again, for the adults and the citizens of the next generation to be able to learn from each other and communicate is going to be so critical to protecting the earth, but also progressing. So one of those two would be ideal. So something I quite enjoy doing largely in the holidays is making tables from wood and resin. A bit of a creative process following YouTube tutorials. I've got no formal training, but it's quite good escapism, bit of creativity, and I'm personally quite pleased with the results. I think certainly some advice that I've taken on board is to sleep on a difficult decision if you're able. It gives you an opportunity to take a bit of perspective, put an objective view on things, and I think when push comes to shove, I always just try and put the child first. So that's it. Take time to make difficult decisions, but always put the children first. So if I could go back in time and speak to my younger self, I definitely encourage myself to stick with learning an instrument. I think to be able to play the piano, for example, would be a wonderful talent, because there's so much fantastic music out there. So to be able to master that and maybe even share it with others would be, I think, bring a real sense of joy. I don't think I have a specific hero, but I'm inspired kind of frequently by anyone who really puts their mind to something and sets themselves a goal and achieves it. This week, for example, Jasmine Paris was the first woman to complete the Barkley Marathon, 100 miles. She managed it with 99 seconds to spare, and I just feel that level of human endeavour just shows that anything is possible. I think it's fantastic to celebrate successes like that, and inspiration on a daily basis from a range of people who are prepared to go the extra mile at whatever their personal goal is. So certainly a phrase that I find myself using when I'm describing the school to visitors is that as a top prep school, we throw everything at the children and see what sticks. Slightly awkward analogy because I think it invokes images of launching various pieces of educational equipment at children, but far from that. It's actually about exposing the children to as many educational opportunities and challenges as possible, and seeing which bits of passion are ignited and sparks of curiosity, which then become their personal individual passions, and that is extremely rewarding. Well, when I became a headmaster, I certainly didn't anticipate becoming a registered pig keeper. So the children at the school wanted a small holding. We got some chickens and quail. They wanted to go larger. So we've invested, I suppose the right term, in a couple of pedigree Oxford Sandy and Black pigs, which are growing well, and they certainly keep us all out of trouble and give us a lot of entertainment. But I didn't ever anticipate adding pig keeper to my CV. I think in terms of legacy, when I leave the school, there are so many aspects that I would like to see continue to be developed. But actually, I think it would be a culture and an ethos of anything is possible and a can-do attitude. The world is a challenging place, but I think there's so much positivity to be gained. And so I want the community and the children in particular to go out there, recognising the opportunities that exist and have the tools and the skill set to achieve their goals by working with each other, as I said, seeing the opportunity and working hard to make their dreams kind of come true, as it were.